What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV, man. We got a nice topic for the people, man. It's gonna be a little controversial. We're gonna talk about Lonzo Ball. We're gonna be talking about some things, because I got a lot of even my members, you feel me, the dudes that rock with me, the channel and all that. Even my guy Kid Max. Shout out to my boy Kid Max. Shout out to all the people that's been rocking with me from the beginning. You know, Number one, we're gonna be talking about. It's like I said, this is gonna be a little divided amongst the people, but y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know y'all thoughts. I'm gonna be talking about why Alvin Gentry is the right coach for Lonzo Ball, and not just Lonzo, but some of these younger guys. And like I said, we're gonna get into all of it. Because there's a lot of controversy amongst the community and all that. But I'm gonna try to break it down for the people. Before I do that, hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. If y'all wanna donate to the platform, y'all wanna take your support to the next level, y'all could definitely do that. I appreciate y'all. Once we get to 300 subscribers, man, I got a special announcement for the people. Special. You feel me? I got a few things coming down the pipeline. Pause. And I'm gonna share it with the people once we get to that milestone. But before we do that, uh, there's a lot of shit going on in the world, a lot of things. So before we get into this today's topic, let's do a brief moment of silence for anybody that's lost somebody, anybody that's going through something, especially in the midst of this time and this climate, with this whole situation. Before we get into the topic, let's give a brief moment of silence here. We're gonna pay respect here at Flight Sports TV. All right, so let's get right back into it, man. Let's get to the topic. We're gonna be talking about, like I stated before, why I believe not only is he the right coach for Lonzo, but he's the right coach for all of these younger players on this team, and why he did do a good job with Lonzo this season, even though sometimes it looked hideous and crazy and what the hell are you doing? But the jury is still out. But I'm giving a premature take on why I believe he is the right coach for Lonzo. And I'm gonna give many reasons why. Number one, we're gonna state on the obvious. In the beginning of the season, we all know what happened. First game of the season, even in the preseason, he was lighting it up. He playing well. Nobody foreseen all of this taking place. He gets in first game against the Toronto Raptors. Lonzo hit his first two shots, first two threes in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the man was killing it. I mean, assisting. I'm talking about flick passing all over the guy. I mean, I'm talking Pistol Pete, Magic Johnson, Steve Nash, LeBron, all in one. Pause. I mean, I'm just keeping it real for the people. Um, so basically, he gets jerked out the lineup. Pause. We all know what happened. He damn near got froze the whole fourth quarter. They threw his ass in the overtime cold. I mean, after sitting for that long, and there was really no reason for that to happen. Obviously it was some mind games going on, and that wasn't the first time that occurred. Lonzo was getting jerked out all out the lineup in the first quarter of the season. Sometimes he even went to the goddamn bench. This guy, I mean, listen, it was a series of mind games Alvin Gentry put on Lonzo. You feel me? And Lonzo passed all the tests. If you know midway through that season, Lonzo just went on an anger streak. I'm talking about just going ape shit on the people. I'm talking 20. Y'all seen it? 25 plus this, that, double double, triple double, near triple double. The defense at an all time high. The shot making. I'm talking about the man went from shooting nothing to damn near and shoot stats better than Devin Booker from the 3-point range. I'm not saying he's a better shooter. I'm talking about he had better 3-point percentage. You feel me? And y'all go look at the goddamn numbers to prove it. Lonzo is going to be that guy. You feel me? More than people don't want to admit it. I understand because it was the trend in the beginning of his career where everybody was just saying the same goddamn thing. Piggybacking off each other. But listen, he's gonna eradicate. Y'all need to come to the altar now. Don't wait till next season when he's shooting on some Steph Curry shit. And yes, it will happen. He will fulfill all expectations. What's gonna happen? His projection of his career. But Alvin Gentry played a series of mind games on Lonzo, and I feel like he it brought the best out of him. Even though sometimes it's hurtful to watch, Alvin Gentry plays mind games with some of these players. He's doing to what he did to Lonzo, right? And well, when the season was going on, he was doing the same thing to young Jackson Hayes, who I believe is going to be a force. You understand? And he was putting Jackson Hayes through the similar treatment as Lonzo, yelling at him. You doing this just tough love. You feel me? You see now Alvin Gentry done let the chains go on Lonzo. You feel me? And is elevating the basketball team, and along with himself. Remember the Pelicans was winning like every goddamn game. If they was winning and it was on winning streaks, if they would lose and win. I mean, it was very one after another. You feel me? But that team was progressing, and a large part is because of Lonzo, and along with Alvin Gentry with the tough love he was instilling in them. You got to give some credit to Fred Vincent. I touched on that on another video, but I'm here to tell you. And another thing, Alvin Gentry never lets these boys get too comfortable to feel like they made it already. You feel me? They all gonna have to prove themselves. And Lonzo Ball, I think, with Alvin Gentry, will become an all-star, believe it or not, with that tough love. Because Lonzo know, oh, wait a minute, if I start screwing up, I'm taking my ass to the bench. Lonzo Ball hit a lot of clutch shots, in this season, like especially like before things was winding down. I'm so sad because the game they canceled, they was in Sacramento, and him versus Fox, that war. He won up Fox last time when they was in Sacramento. He went over there and shitted on them. Played better than De'Aaron Fox and everything, but they don't talk about that. And De'Aaron Fox is probably gonna get the max deal. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Um, Lonzo Ball is a better defender, better shooter, better playmaker. De'Aaron Fox just runs and guns, and I feel like when you got people like Lonzo, who's just the face of, I'm getting a little off topic, but the face of this draft class, you forget about some of these other players like Fox and some of his deficiencies. You feel me? Because you're so caught up in what Lonzo was doing. Get in that comment section if y'all agree. But nonetheless, y'all can't underestimate what Alvin Gentry did with Lonzo. I know it was ugly and it was tough in the beginning. You feel me? But you seen what came to fruition. You know, and like I said, that's the type of coach he needs. Somebody like Luke Walton having him in the dughouse. It's just you just not to say that he's the best coach ever for Lonzo. I'm pretty sure another coach can come in and, get things in position. But Alvin Gentry has proven that he's not going nowhere. Okay, I know people think Alvin's getting fired. Alvin Gentry saved his job. He was going to be on his way out the door. But what he just did, especially with, the fight, they pretty much was hurt all season long. You feel me? Losing, and then to just do a complete 180 and be in playoff contention. I'm talking 3 games out, 2.5, 3 games out. I mean, that's kind of crazy, especially where they came from. I don't know if y'all know the Pelicans was on like a 14, 15 game losing streak, and they went on a 14, 15 game winning streak. So it was like they did a 180. I think he bought himself another year. You feel me? So I don't think Alvin Gentry is going anywhere. As much as some of the community and the people hate Alvin, and it seemed like it's a divide. Alvin Gentry is not going nowhere, at least for another season. Let's see what they do next season, and which I believe they're going to be even better. Especially when you got a Zion, see, he's not going to do that with Zion, but Zion is not playing lax. Lonzo, you got to keep it real. Lonzo's my favorite player, but at times he was playing very relaxed. You got to be on go mode 24 goddamn 7. Whether you're missing, whether you feel me? You got to be on go. You feel me? And that's what I've noticed from Lonzo. He in go mode. You feel me? So like I said, just get used to seeing Alvin Gentry. You feel me? Because like I said, he bought himself another year or two. You know, it got to be something drastic next season, like them not even in contention for him to. And Lord knows if he make the playoffs, he might sell his ass an extension. You feel me? If they sneak their ass in the playoffs, they might get an extension, especially if they was to resume the season. Because remember, it's 15, I believe, 15 or 16 games left, if I'm not mistaken. They're 3 games out. That's nothing. 15 games is an eternity when you 3 games out. And remember, Memphis got a tough schedule. Portland is inconsistent. You know, if the season resumes, JJ Redick will be back. Now we talking. So just get comfortable with Mr. Alvin Gentry and Lonzo Ball connection, and we'll get into it. It all depends what happens with Lonzo because he's up for a max deal coming up soon. Let's see what happens with that. So we'll get into it. It's Flight Sports TV. Get in the comment section and let's talk. Get used to Coach Alvin. He ain't going nowhere. You know, like I said, hit that like button. Go check out my last video I touched on with the Ball brothers signing with Rock Nation, a major story in the sports news. I was about a day and a half late on that. But I'm just bringing it to the people. Like I said, I got a lot of things going on, and mind you, it's a troublesome situation going on right now, and with the sports world and everything, it's like we should be in the midst of the playoffs right now. This is a depressing time. If you are NBA junkie like myself, this is depressing. You understand? So you already know if the season was in full effect, we be busting videos out back to back. Pause. Donate to the platform if you want to take your support to the next level. Get in that comment section. Let's talk about this. It's Flight Sports TV. Shout out to the members. I love all y'all, man.